No, because I'm driving down the street and I don't know if that's a cop car behind me. I'm not going to lift the phone up high. So, is homosexuality a sin? And how do we respond to people who ask us this? Or do you think homosexuality is a sin? I heard this sometimes a lot. Now, in the West, the sin means transgression of the law, right? Transgression of the law, that's the definition they'll give. But in Eastern Orthodoxy, we go by what it says in the Greek. And the Greek word for sin is hamartia. It's an archery term meaning to miss the mark. So when we say yes, homosexuality is a sin, it is not, doesn't carry the same connotation or hatefulness that they perceive as in the West. And that's the problem. Because when we say, yeah, homosexuality is a sin, what of it? Who cares? Because it is missing the mark, right? Because we're either supposed to be in Christendom and Christianity, we're either supposed to be married and having children, or the woman's barren, so married and whatever, or celibate, right? Now, homosexual desire is not a commission of sin. You're not committing any sin, but it is missing the mark because, again, we're told to be fruitful and multiply, right? Now, having homosexual sex, yeah, that's sin. But I don't understand the Western hang-up with it. And especially about 10 years ago when there was a real big hang-up with it. Of like, that, as if that was like a tenet of Christianity, you can't be gay. Like as if it was a point of faith or something. Like, you know what? You can commit any sin you want. Well, you shouldn't commit any sin you want, but commission of any sin of any type, just go and confess. Even sins that you like doing. I mean, I've confessed to sins, and I've even said, and I like doing this, and I'll probably do it again. And they said, okay, just come back. Try to abstain, but when you, I got absolution, and then I'd come back, and I'm like, well, I'm trying to try. I really like doing that. And it wasn't gay sex, but it was other stuff. And I don't understand why gay sex is like the worst sin. Like, that was like the major thing among the evangelicals. It was probably because the main preacher of Ted Haggard, who was against gays, was a homosexual himself. So, I mean, that really he was the one that ramped that one up. But the sexual licentiousness, gay sex doesn't cause children to be born out of wedlock, does it? So sexual licentiousness of heterosexuals can be far more damaging, and then it can lead to the woman having an abortion, so it can lead to murder. There's nothing special about gay sex. There's not. The Protestants may think there is, and they always say this, well, everyone's tempted by gay sex. No. Some people are attracted to men. I don't believe that people, maybe some people are born that way. Maybe some people become that way through environment or in utero or whatever. But I don't think you can change that desire. Maybe you can, maybe a few cases can. But the idea that a homosexual man who lusts after gay men and doesn't lust after his wife, who he marries because he wants to live a good Christian life, Christian in quotes because of the Protestant evangelicals, and has children, that's disrespect to your woman. You should have total sexual desire for your woman, you know, and have tunnel vision for her, you know. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's why it's ridiculous when talking, especially to the anti-theists or people hurt by Western Christianity, because in Orthodoxy, it's like we're speaking a different language, you know, about God, sin, you know, who is Christ, the Trinity. I saw on a Walter Martin, when he was debating the Mormons, somebody who was a Christian, evangelical Christian, defined the Trinity as H2O being like water, steam, and ice. Well, that's Sabellianism. And again, this is another problem with Protestantism. Their hymns contain no theology, and they're not taught about the Trinity or the hypostatic union. Maybe they're told about it, but it's not ingrained in them like it is with Orthodox. And they don't have ancient rituals and traditions. They don't hold to the traditions of the apostles. That's a big problem. That's why they think that politics is the cure for everything. Gay marriage and all this kind of stuff. Like, let's keep marriage between a man and a woman. Okay, well, what do you think about divorce law? I like how England has it. You can't get divorced. If you're married, you have to stay married for a year before you get divorced. I think that's a great law. But, yeah. So, just ridiculousness. All right, peace to you.